So we've already got a really good money-making operation going on here, with all of these moose mining the gems and then bringing them back to the rail so they can fill up the carts here and then head off to be sold for lots of money. But we can make even more, because there's a whole forest down here with all sorts of brightly colored trees, so we can make some magic wands. But first we need to process the lumber, so we'll unlock that for us, which unlocks a whole new set of tracks for the moose to supply. But we need to get those, so we'll get a moose going right down here, and he'll go and start chopping down the trees very slowly. But those logs get processed down into sticks, and those sticks start to populate this side of the track. So they get sold for a little bit of money, but we're able to buy a whole lot more mooses. We'll just buy as many as we can because we need to get a lot of trees chopped down. So they'll get going on that. And because the upgrades go to the new moose right away, we can give them a whole lot of upgrades here too, until we are broke. But they are already making really good headway here. And the more trees they chop down, the more money we get. And it looks like the rail cars that are dedicated to sticks only fill up with sticks. I like that. You know, in earlier builds of this game, I was wondering what all this negative space was down here, but now it's filled in very nicely. And then we will give them more saw damage. Oh, they already cut down a gold tree. Wow, that's what this guy's doing right away. Look at you go. It is amazing just how many logs get filled in on the track already, but we'll still need 250,000 to be able to craft the wands, which make more money. So we'll just have to expand their operation until then. And to that end, we'll upgrade the rail length, which looks like it's happening down here. That's okay with me. And we can also just expand rails specifically, so we'll select a few of those. Kind of expanding them into a radial format I think is gonna be best, so the moose are never too far away from the track. That should help them fill up the carts a lot faster. Okay, this is looking pretty good, I think, but it can look better. There we go, and then we can just select all of these tracks in a line, and then we can expand all of them, or it's just the shortest ones. That totally threw away everything I was doing. We'll just make sure the middle, like 4 or 5, get expanded way out there. And then the other surrounding ones can also be expanded as such. So it's more or less what I was doing. Now it looks like the Empire State Building. Need to protect our track from giant gorillas. And thankfully expanding the tracks is still really cheap. And we probably actually need to expand how many tracks there are this way and this way, because those I almost said meese unironically. Those moose are getting farther out into the red stuff, which is nice, but that means I need to buy more things. So we'll need to set up grinders to the right and to the left, and then rails on all of those. That should work pretty well for us. Oh, I didn't realize I was buying tracks down here again. And it looks like the tracks automatically conform to the path that the moose have chopped down. I'm okay with that. Now, looking at how many things actually get collected before they're sent off to be sold, it actually looks like we're getting a full cart. So we'll just have to buy more cart things. We can't just let all of this money sit idle, which that is a lot of things that go into the cart there. I love it. And that boosts the money up to almost 1,000 per second. That's looking really good. But it's about time our moose down here got some saw damage, which the moose are almost to the blue trees already. That's looking really nice. Oh, and these moose have broken into the, I don't even know what color that is, the new tier of gems, which are worth more money. Excellent. Now there's also an upgrade to the grinders for storage points, which I don't think I've done yet. Oh, okay, so some of them got 2 racks of storage. Nice. Although I wish they kind of were on this side. Can I focus them to be this side? I can. So which sides fill up the most? The ones in the middle, probably. So we'll just select all of these, and then... Nope. Okay, that's too many, so we dial it back, and then we get them more storage. There we go. I don't even know if they fill up all the way, but in case they do, then they'll have extra space. And the minecart also is pretty slow by itself, so let's upgrade that speed a whole bunch. And I think these new grinders are gonna need the speed upgrades as well. There, now more stuff is getting sent down the track. And I guess it's also affecting the speed of these grinders down here, so let's make sure those are also up to snuff. And it looks like the moose up here have a bit more storage than the minecarts allow, so we're gonna need more minecarts for them. There we go. It'd be kind of funny if we had enough minecarts that they didn't even really have to travel, they're just there. But also upgrading the rail length is still really cheap, so we can boost all of those things down there, and that's helping things out a little bit. Have to make sure to keep the money flowing. And there's also a lot of wasted money up here, so let's go ahead and buy a few more miners, put them over here, and then make sure they're also upgraded well enough. Ooh, and look at this. The new tier of wood is being processed because the moose have made it down here. Excellent. They're gonna need a bit more saw damage to keep up with these trees, I feel like. And I think because these grinders are the ones that are getting the most money, they'll need the speed upgrades more than anything, because the storage cart is a little faster than them. But that's really helping our money increase. We're still just shy of 1,000 per second. And then we'll give these grinders here a few speed upgrades. And I think the tracks over here are gonna need the length upgrades more than anything because those moose have quite a bit of distance to travel still. So we will help them out in particular as this moose is trying to keep up with the cart to supply it. Okay, now they need more minecarts. That should do them good for a while. And we definitely need to upgrade the grind speed of the lumber side of things, since we're starting to process a lot more trees, and the more expensive ones. Anything to make me money. Now, if only our cart was filling up with a bit more money before being sent off. I probably need to give some love to the carts over here, now that I think about it. It just takes so much money to keep things up the same pace. I probably should have been upgrading these things as I was breaking new ground, but we're doing that now. It just happens to only benefit the lumber side. Hey, there we have 1,000 per second. A little more than that. Excellent. Because the money rate is a little bit higher than it usually is by the time the cart sends off. That one was a little bit less than 1,000, but we're still keeping really good pace. It also looks like the rate of decay is a lot faster the more we have too. Yeah, it definitely is. That is crazy. But we're making good money out of it. And I think we need to keep placing down new grinders to keep up with how much progress we're making on the sides. So to go out that far, and then over here out like this, because of new rails, we can get new mine carts in on all of those. And now we're tapering out to the progress of the gems. Excellent. So we'll start bringing in some new miners to keep up with that progress. Trying to designate things to 1 moose per track over here. There we go, that's working. Or they're just kind of double dipping. You know what? They can do their own thing. I also need miners down here. It looks like the starting value of the trees is actually more than the starting value of the gems over here. That's interesting. And I keep forgetting that the new moose also need the speed and capacity upgrades, and as many damage upgrades as we can get for them, just to keep everything topped up. And our money rate is still peaking over 1,000 per second. That's not bad, but we need to keep up with it a little better, I think. Somehow, there's a lot of things we can upgrade here. Probably increasing the overall speed of things, and these rails still can get more upgrades to the length because there isn't a lot that need it at a time anymore, until there is. Ooh, starting to get some dark purple things. Wow, we are really getting deep into the gems. Hopefully there's gems left by the time we're able to craft wands. I mean, what am I saying? There's a whole bunch of trees here, and there's a whole bunch of gems here. We'll be fine. Ooh, but some of them are getting really weird colors like this. That one's dark, but look at how much it's worth. But that's way into the future. I guess I can afford to increase the rail length by a whole lot. I kind of want to, just to see how much it is. All right, we'll do it. Ooh, there it goes. It's populating there. It actually wasn't very much. Probably because most of it went down here, but things are looking really good regardless. Sending away all of those branches. And we're getting 2,000 per second now. Nice. Just for a split second though. You know, maybe it's good that the card doesn't have a whole lot of length to it because that allows these other storage points to accumulate. But hey, as long as we're getting 1,000 per second, I'm okay with things. I wish I could sell these storage points actually because they are not really needed yet. So if we just keep up the steady pace like we're doing, then we should be able to build wands in no time at all. Or there's other upgrades we could get for 100,000 actually, because now we have 100,000. Like a drinking helmet for the moose. Increasing the maximum speed upgrade, I haven't even reached that yet, so we're gonna wait on that. Especially since the speed upgrade for the moose are ridiculously expensive now because everything is equal. And the minecart speed upgrade costs $1 million now, my goodness, because that's all of them, all 190. At least I think there's 190 of them. But now we're about halfway to our goal of being able to create wands. Good. And we can afford to increase the rail length a few times. Oh, I forgot I had the times 10 selected there. Well, that's a good thing anyway. Maybe that's why things are getting stupid expensive. There, now we can upgrade their speed. But that also got rid of all the money I had. At least we were still able to get a high value of money per second. But a lot of the moose up here still have quite a ways to travel before getting to a cart. So I think we need to keep upgrading the rail length with the money that we do have, which now is starting to expand up here. Very good. But maybe we can give special privilege to these carts in the middle because they're the ones that are reaching way into the, whatever this is, dark purple stuff. It just costs a lot of money to do that. Yay. But that's looking really good right there. Yeah, now the moose are harvesting up here now. Good. The more expensive stuff we're sending away, the more money we'll make. Because these bubblegum rocks can only afford so much. Ooh, and now we're sending away almost entire cart's worth of that dark purple stuff. That doesn't take longer to process, does it? No, it doesn't. Good. That is stacking up really nicely. So that cart is giving us 1,300 again. Good. Oh, and I didn't realize they're into the 3rd tier of trees already. Nice. The hard part is going to be maintaining 2,000 money per second steadily because that decay is is super fast. And I think I can expand rails where there are some pockets of moose, just so I don't have to expand all of them at once. That should help things. I also didn't realize that there were some things that didn't have the full count of minecarts. That's helping things out. So now we're back to where our money was before, which is good. Also, I'm not sure why moose are going all the way down on the end here. I might have put them there, but now I don't want them there. I need you two to be up here helping these guys out. And you know what? Same with these moose here. All of you guys need to help up here. And thankfully, upgrading these rails is super cheap now that there's only 4 of them, and I'm only upgrading them one at a time. And I'm just letting this moose do his thing because he's harvesting a gold rock right there. Hey, now we have 200,000 monies. Excellent, we're almost there. I also realized that the saw speed upgrade is still in the hundreds. Let's just upgrade that a few times, not to get too carried away. There's also grinders over here that aren't doing anything, so let's get 10 new moose. And then they will get capacity upgrades, and ooh, the speed upgrade is gonna be dangerous. We'll dial that back. There, that's looking really good. And the carts are so short that it's going straight from the moose to the grinder anyway. They'll work on it, because they're able to get through these trees really fast. Ooh, this is a fancy looking tree down here. There's a gold one there, which is worth 1,100, and this one is 22,000. Wow, got some diamond trees over here or something. Okay, now we have multiple spots breaking through to the dark purple stuff. Excellent. We just need a little bit more money, and hopefully this send away does it. Ooh, 2,500 per second. That's really nice. I wonder if the decay is based off the total dollars per second, or just because it got sent off right away, so it burns super fast. But we're saying, whoa, that was almost 3,000 per second. And we have 250,000 monies, which means that we can unlock wand crafting. Recruit wizard moose to craft wizard wands. Very nice. Ooh, and there's a new thing up here. One crafter is 190,000? Wait a second, is there a new spot for them? Not right now, it looks like. Oh wow, this middle rack here is entirely full. So this grinder is gonna need, oh wait, I can do individual ones? Oh, at least it all gets sent into a cart, or maybe most of it. Is this gonna fill up the storage thing? No, because the capacity of this is still super high. But it looks like what I can do is get individual crafters for these different stations. Well, that's neat. Does that mean that it needs sticks and gems going to the same spot? Oh, that's gonna be tedious. Let's try this one here. Aha! Now we have a moose crafter. Oh, he's just chilling way above everything. So it needs sticks going here as well. So let's get some moose moved over, lined up with you like so. We'll designate the middle spots to be where the crafters are. That should work. And please tell me sticks are going down the track. Okay, it looks like they will here. As soon as they do, we'll just send this minecart away because I want to see this happen. So we have sticks going down here. There's gems right there. And then when they meet in the middle, yeah, our moose is crafting wands. Look at him go. So does that mean the wands go into cart at some point? Is that them in the carts there? No, it's more sticks. There's the wands. We're sending the wands away to be sold. How much is that? Woo, yes. I don't know how much different that is, but we're still keeping a high money gain now, so that's very good. Oh, it looks like this track is actually backed up here. Oh, they're all getting backed up. That's a lot of storage we have there. Need new storage points. That should work, but I want these moose to fuel the wand production effort to get new crafters there. Probably new storage for all of them as well. How do I select the crafters? Because they're kind of elevated. There we go. And then new speed? Sure, speed. Oh, and they can make more wands per craft? Sure, do that a few times. So do they store the wands too? They probably do. So where the wand production is hurting right now is these sticks. Oh, and sticks are being sold down over here, so we should get some wand crafters down this way. Just get a few of those going, no problem. And it looks like the storages don't flow to one side or the other like they used to, but now we're getting more wands crafted. Excellent. And our money production is still staying over 1,000 by the time the cart gets sent off. But more wands being sent away means we are seeing 3,000 plus dollars per second. This is really paying off. And then there was another thing down here, right? Yeah, more stick and gem doodads. We don't need to spend money on the whole array being covered by wizards. Just a few centralized spots. I could probably set up a few centralized spots for the stick production too, so that I make sure that all the sticks are going into the correct spots. And then we do the same thing over here. Pick these moose up, move them right here. And then over here, there was a few more. So then the rest of these moose over here, focus efforts on this track. So now we should be focusing most of things into the wand production. Oh wow, these storages filled up really fast. I think that the storage cart is prioritizing the wands too. That's very good. Look at that. We had a nice dollars per second there for a little bit. That is making so much more money. I love it. What other upgrades can we get? Oh, storage fences. That's what I need so they can hold more. Spillage? Oh, so that's where it's moved to now. You know, because I'm making money so fast, I'm just gonna get the drinking helmets, even though the moose were already wearing them. At least now it's legal for them to wear. Oh no, they just had the helmets before. So where's the drinking helmets? I'm not seeing them yet. Oh well, now our few rail spikes that we have, they're going out. We will upgrade them specifically just to keep up with the high value production because that's looking really nice. And what's this moose doing way over here? Where are you doing? You're supposed to be on the main track of things. Get over here. I could probably expand a few more of these since there's a few too many moose here for the rails. And that looks like it did the trick, which also means I need a few new wand crafters over here. And then they all will, wait, 89 crafters? I don't have that many. What? Well, sure, let's just get, okay, now we have wand crafters the whole way. Oh well, let's just increase their speed because why not? Why did I buy this many? Well, at least that means I can upgrade the rest of production to be pretty even across the board. Or do I? See, this is where I wish again that I could sell things because I am not using the rest of these enchanters for anything. But whoa, we just had 10,000 per second. Okay, because the gems are in the new tier, the special green ones. They're worth 43 per tick, and we're breaking into the purple trees now too. That's so much money. That is very good. These are some powerful wands we're making here. Oh man, the stick production is getting really backed up too. So we're gonna need to get a few more storage points here for those sticks. Very good. And over here as well, it looks like. Man, this storage over here is getting super backed up. Gonna need way more of those, which is a good problem to have, to be honest. That means the moose stay busy making a whole bunch of wands. Oh, and I can unlock storage spillage because I have 870,000. Definitely want that. Toggling storage fences on or off? Yes, please. So we can select these few things and then turn off the fences so they all sort of spill into each other. That's keeping things nice and organized, which it really needs over here. There we go. Now each of the moose are getting their own population of storage. And man, the gems really need it here too. Probably more than the sticks, but that should spill very nicely. And it also makes me realize that the things aren't as lined up as I thought they were. Or they just need more spillage unlocked for them. Oh, we're getting really backed up here too. So let's just unlock these fences. See how they spill? And then these sticks over here will also need spillage. Perfect. That's looking a lot better. Now there's more moose that can do wand production. And then we'll do the same thing over here just to make things easy. Beautiful. We're making so many wands now. Is the cart purely filled up with wands at this point? Where is it? Yeah, it's being entirely filled up with wands. Everything is prioritizing wand production right now. I love that. And we have $1 million right now. This is working very well. So there's also maximum upgrades we can get here. That's fine. Oh man, these things cost 100 million there and 1 billion here. But that's also just increasing their maximum upgrades, which are not there yet. I wonder how many we can get. Oh boy, we have 1 million, so we could get a lot of things. But we can get a lot of rail length here. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, that is a lot of rails going in. That's filling up everything. Oh wow, that filled in absolutely everything. I think it even caused a backlog in some areas, but that did so much good for our production line. All right, we definitely need to open storage fences here because the sticks are kind of not flowing towards as many enchanters as there are gems, which even with the spillage turned on, there need more. Okay, oh, I had max turned on, whoops. You know what? Yeah, we'll do that. Just select all these, max out the storage points as much as we can. Oh boy, this is so much production we have going on right now. And there's a lot of sticks over here, but there's also gems not flowing that way. Open up the fences. There we go. Now production is resuming. Oh wow, we can buy 45 new miners. And that just keeps going up. Maybe not that many. We'll just buy 10, put some down here, and then another 10. Over here, putting them at the low points of the rails so they can start working on those trees. And then, you know what? We'll just get spillage across the board so that everybody can be crafting wands at the same time. Yes, look at the gems spill out to the other spots. Or wait, do these spots just flipped? Hey, I found a diamond gem. What? Who's mining that? You are. Oh, good job, you. That's worth 20,000 there. Beautiful. That's gonna be a really expensive wand. If only I could focus that, but it looks like these storage spots actually just flipped instead of all of them being on or off, but we'll set them to all being spilling. And these spots too, they also flipped. All the fences go away. I don't know what that sound is, but I assume it's all the wands that are being made, which this side here really isn't spilling. You're supposed to be spilling. Maybe it's because there isn't enough storage spaces? Buy storage points for everybody. Is that helping? No, this spot's still really backed up. What's causing that? Oh, wait, there's fences here that haven't been opened up. Open up. It's giving this guy a lot of wands to work with. This guy is really crafting them up. I need to probably upgrade the storage. Oh, it's actually maxed out. Well, we can give them more wands per craft, and now we can get more storage? Sure. Oh, so that's what's happening. They're expanding their platform. I didn't realize I had those selected still. There, now we should be seeing a lot of crafters creating wands, which look at our money rate. It is saying well over 10,000. Oh, and that cart is filling up with wands beautifully. It can hold so many of them. That's $16,000 per second. And I don't get why this particular node is still staying filled up the way it is. It sort of spills out, but that's mostly from this one. This track is just being selfish. Or it's just this moose being selfish, because he is making a whole lot of them. He's gonna need a lot more storage. But the fact that we're staying, ooh, was that also 10,000 again, or was that more? I don't know, this spot doesn't have commas, so it gets a bit confusing. But there's a lot of sticks that are built up over here. How is the gem production falling so far? Oh, I'll tell you why. It's because I haven't upgraded their speed at all, which they're gonna need more of that, and capacity, and saw speed. That should help them out quite a bit. Ooh, that's a fun image right there. All the carts get sent down, even the empty ones, which is a bit upsetting. But now there's more gems for more moose to make more wands. Whole bunch of wizards and a hard day's work. And it's given us, that was 22,000 a second. I love that. And now the moose are reaching down here for things. Sure, go ahead and do that, because it looks like the stick production is well ahead of the gem production. Probably because I have everybody just dispersed out. What I want to do is select all the moose without selecting the tracks, please. But I also don't really want to stop the moose where they are, because I'm making so much money as it is. Oh, there are more things are reaching here. It just takes a while because there's so many minecarts. I should probably increase their speed then. And we're making 60,000 there? Oh, beautiful. And we reached a new tier of gems. Everything is pressing further and further. How far deep does this go? I'm noticing the ground change color. This is getting pretty expansive. I pick a gem out here and it's got 100 things, but it's still only worth $11. So at some point it's prestigious, I guess? Oh, I also didn't realize that these upgrades here stack up to 18 times. I haven't even reached the maximum on a single moose, let alone like any of them. Let's see, let's pick you as a lucky contender. We're just going to upgrade your speed as best as it can and the capacity and all these things. Whoop! I accidentally bought a whole bunch of miners. I think I just doubled the miner count. How many is this? Somebody count this. Actually, don't. You know what? I'll just drop them right in the middle and then let them disperse how they please. And then upgrade some more of their speed because, man, they're slow to begin with. And their capacity, and the saw speed, and damage. And then stay away from this button. Where is that moose that I maxed out? The super moose. Just gotta look at who is ridiculously fast. It's you, no? Is it you? Oh man, I upgraded too many moose. It's you, aha! Okay, I'm gonna create a control group for you just so I can find you. I already lost track of you again. I wanna place there you are. Okay, so he has a flag on him. Good. He's the, wow, he really is a super moose. Look at him go. He is stacking so many things. He is part of the elite. Look at that, he is just blazing through those rocks. And these rocks have 25 health times 10, which doesn't seem like much, but realize how slow these other moose are going. And here, because you're focusing on the gold thing, I'll also upgrade your damage to maximum and speed and capacity and all that. So we have another super moose. You four can get a whole bunch of upgrades. So you can catch up down here. And that is 46,000 per second on there. This is getting ridiculous. Ooh, it looks like we have sticks branching across this whole way. See what I did there? And then the gems are also not exactly doing that. The gems don't flow as well. I also realized that a lot of these grinders don't have the most speed to them. So let's handle that like we do. Excellent. And I probably need to upgrade the storage points on the enchanters too. There we go. Just because they are crafting a whole bunch of ones. I don't even think this minecart is full, is it? I really can't tell. But also things get really quiet over here until you look elsewhere, like way up here. I could probably also upgrade how many wands they make per craft, because now we have enchanters over here making like 4 at a time. This is so many wands, I love it. Maybe this thing is full. It's hard to tell. So I guess we'll just increase the storage amount as much as we can there. Oh, now that cart is looking very full. And it's only going into 1 cart there. Ooh, and there's a lot of ones down here, and they all go into the thing. That is filling up very nicely. And then it all gets sent away, which upgrades the dollars per second to 80,000. This is looking wonderful. Let's see how many minecarts here we can upgrade the speed to. Will it max out? No, it isn't. But that should be going pretty fast. Oh yeah, look at how fast that is. And here, we'll increase the rail length as best as we can, because these lower points really need to catch up. Speaking of, actually, how are we doing down here with the trees? Doing pretty good, I'd say. Oh, but man, this moose really needs help. You're the lucky contendant to get maxed out everything. Oh yeah, now he's a bona fide lawnmower there, who looks like he's just struggling to find a cart to place things in. Oh, I didn't realize these carts were very low on capacity or count. That should fix that. Okay, I fixed it a little too much there, I think. That's a lot of rails. Or mine carts there. Wow. And I still need to upgrade all of these moose that are struggling down here. So you get maxed out things. In fact, all of you do. Better speed, better speed. Ooh, look at this. We're getting some white gems down the track now, which I still don't get why this point isn't sharing. It can't be because there isn't enough storage points. I'm not really sure. This moose is just being very selfish. So you know what? We'll give you all these upgrades and then all the speed too. Oh yeah, look at him go now. He is just cranking them out there. Oh yeah, that got it very close to 100,000 per second. Oh, and now he is just, wow, he is really going through the gems that are collecting there. That's how you get rid of a pile, I guess. This cart might fill up halfway this time. And then all these go in, and that is, yeah, very close to halfway filled. And there's 100,000, actually 300,000, wow. This entire production chain actually needs to get all the speed to it, and then these mine carts need to get all the speed to them. You know what? We can place a flag down to get the control group number 2 here, because that's where the super moose will go. Oh, there they go, waiting in line. You either get upgraded or get out of here. There we go, now the super moose are filling up the track. And because that control point is actually this many wide, which we can adjust, but I kind of want to, I want to upgrade these tracks instead, so they can get right up to that point, and then everything can fill in nicely there. Oh yeah, like look at this single track here. That is almost full. And it's full, now it goes away. It almost moves as fast as the camera, that's crazy. And then it fills in right to this selfish moose's spot here, so he can get going on wands like crazy. I need to do the same thing down here with sticks. And then this rail needs to get all the way extended. Actually, a lot of these do. So, oh man, this is gonna be crazy. Let's do it. Oh, yep, there it fills in. Excellent. All those gems that are going to the singular moose wizard, and he is just chewing through them like crazy. And the cart is still filling up with things. He is creating more wands than the cart can fill, which there are so many sticks over here that aren't even being used all that much. Oh, but look at this. The cart is almost full of wands. That's gotta be so many. Oh, that looked like is that a million? It's not quite a million. It's like 100,000 per second. A lot of 100,000s per second. That is beautiful. Oh man, and these super moose are going crazy. There's a gathering point and they are just pressing the line so far. I need to add more moose to this control group, but I'm not sure how to do that unless I keep the moose selected and then select more that are next to them, so that these moose can get added to the Super Moose program. Now, Control Group 1 will get all these upgrades, so we have a whole bunch more Super Moose. Now, I could use some Super Moose down here, so all of you guys will be a new control group, and then get a whole bunch of goodness. Oh yeah, that's looking really good. Man, this cart is really struggling to keep up with the wand production, and I am happy for that. It looks like there is an upgrade to load speed, but I kind of don't want to do that because this moose goes absolutely crazy. He is the MVP of the Enchanter moose here, and the cart is still filling up with all those wands, but there should be another cart on the way with new supplies for him, or oh, maybe not. Either way, that means that more wands can get filled in from the other moose. Just look at how full those carts are, is amazing. Oh, are we about to see a full? Oh, it's not quite full yet, but that's gotta be so much money there. We are making millions easy, and it's all thanks to this one magic moose. So I think that's a really good point to leave the video. Hope you guys enjoyed Moose Miners again. This magic wand update is ridiculous with how much money we can make. And we've expanded pretty far too, especially the super moose that are right down here. Well, thank you guys very much for watching, and sub to Intern. And I'd like to thank the channel members, including Bread, Ancient Elixir 1, Corby Farm, Dakota, Donamoto, Devion X, Lucas, Matthew, Hateful Harold, Peggy Sue, Droopalong, Angel, Lily Bites, The Miner Within, DeGarity, Sands, Isaac, and Miguel.